It's one of these. It's a DS Lite, and we got it from our last unboxing from Sendico, where we had a lot of junk DS Lites, Fats, DS's, that sort of thing. This is one of the 2 white ones, or 3 white ones, I think, that we got. And it's got a broken hinge, and the buttons are a bit floppy, and it occasionally doesn't turn on properly. So we've got some issues with it, and we need to fix it. But we're not going to fix it. Oh, look, it's turned on now. We're not going to fix it because that hinge is broken. It's a pain in the ass to try and fix it. We're going to turn it into a Gameboy Macro. So this is the hardest bit to get out down here. Make sure we don't break it. These ones are flat, hoping I'm not going to do any damage when I take this out. Not that we need this, but there we go. Good to keep it as spares. Knocked it again. Here we go. I'm going to need that, so put that over there. Here we go. It might come off. So easy to break that ribbon cable, really is. Very carefully put that over there like that, so that then we can take these off. Put these over here for a minute. I mean, that's actually stuck on the thing, so that, yeah, that's probably going to need a clean. Okay, so we're going to pull up this here to get this ribbon cable out without doing it too much damage, hopefully. Come on. Come on. It's up. There we go. So it's up. You can see it's got a little flap there. The flap's up. Hopefully we can pull this out now. Not too much effort, she said. Famous last words. Come on, you git. Here we go. Okay, so this is the bit we want. This is the bit we don't want. However, I am going to make sure that we take it apart carefully and salvage that screen and the speakers from it, because they're still good. But I won't do it on this video. I'll do it on a separate one, so check below for the link and I'll put it there. Moving on. Okay, so now back to this. Now, we don't need to worry too much about this screen. It's okay. It needs a clean. It's filthy. We'll probably take the top piece off as well, the touch screen on it. We'll take the touchscreen off of it and then just use it as an ordinary one, but we'll see how we go with that. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're not damaging this while we're doing operations on other things. So we need to pull this up like that. There we go. And then pull this one out. Tricky little bugger, that one. There we go. Okay. That's that. And then there's another one just here. Oh, there it is. And again, this is another flip up. Like that. And then we just pull it out carefully. Come on, out you come. There we go. Just slides out that easy. So we'll keep that. That's a good screen. Nice. So this is the main board. And we had some problems with the buttons. They don't look too bad. Well, that one looks like it's got a little bit of corrosion. It was the... Which one was it? What was the problem mainly? It was the SWA that was the main problem. So it could be these not making good contact. They do look sticky. So we'll give them a good clean anyway. We'll IPA some of this up as well. It doesn't look too bad. Everything looks pretty good. A little bit of gunk around here. I think that's just been repaired at some point. That's all. Maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Can't tell. It looks alright. It looks alright. I've seen worse. So the biggest worry was the switch. I think maybe we just need to clean everything. Give this a good soak as well. So it's isopropyl alcohol time, guys. Let's do that. As per normal, I pour a little bit into the cap and take the rest away before I upset it, because I have a nasty habit of doing that. Swabs. Small one, just to give it some cleaning. I'm going to try and drip some in here as well around the switch. Probably won't be able to, but we'll do our best. Just put it liberally around it, it might help. Okay. Just a general all over. General body wash. If you're wondering why the thing's turned black, it's not because of dirt, it's because there's often like sort of Sharpie pen marks on the board, and in the process of cleaning you end up picking up that Sharpie pen stuff, and it just goes on the swab, but it stays there, thankfully. It doesn't spread it all around. Okay, so that looks good. The next part, of course, again moving the isopropyl alcohol out the way, is cleaning. We need to get the cleaning stuff over and start bunging some of this in it. So here we go. Whew. Not the first time we've seen this on the stream. We'll put this well out the way. Here we go. Don't want to mess up that. Okay, so this water is water I used yesterday actually, but it should be okay. It's still soapy. It's still relatively clean. Let's get some of this crap in there. Right, let's switch her on. For those of you who don't know, this is an ultrasonic cleaner. It's actually for cleaning jewellery. What it does is you put in this case, I've just put ordinary washing up liquid and water in it, and it vibrates it very, very quickly to help clean out all those little bits and pieces. So I'm going to put it on 180 and see how we go with that. And we'll come back to it in a few minutes. Okay, so that's done. On to the next bit. Okay, for the next bit, we're back to this. Let's get it so you can see it on the tight one. There we go. That looks better. Now I've got this here. You can just see is my my magnifying glass, and I need the magnifying glass because this is so damn small. If I show you what we're talking about. You can't see it now. Hang on. There we go. It's just there. It's in the packet. It's absolutely tiny. And we've got to put that between LED A2 and LED C2. So between that one and that one. Just there. Just there. Tiny little thing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the solder iron warmed up. We're going to stick some solder on it to tin it up a bit, and then we're going to give it a go and try and get this popped on. I always use 6040. It's got a slightly lower melting point. It's rather old school now, but this is retro anyway, so that makes sense. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we got that in there now. We got to get this in as well. And we want to put this there, basically. It's a little bit smaller than where it's got to go, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be fine. And the reason we're putting this in here is because for the DS to run at all, it needs to recognize that the top screen is running, is connected. Now it recognizes that the top screen is connected by checking the amount of power that it's pulling. So if you fake that it's pulling a small amount of power by putting this in it, a resistor, bingo bongo, everything works. So it actually thinks that the top screen is connected by putting this in. Okay, so there we go. And that looks pretty good if I say so myself. Right. Okay, so that's done. The next thing is the speaker. Now we put this on. This goes on here. Oh, come on. Just like that. Yeah, there we go. So that's in. That one's in. So this needs to be obviously earthed. So we're going to earth it on the side of the earphone socket, which is the easiest way to do it. So we'll just do it on here now. That's got it. There we go. Okay, so we've got our board ready now. That's fine. We've got our speaker on. We've got our resistor on, which you can see there. Here we go. Resistor there, speaker there, and it's plumbed into it as well there and there. And everything is ready with the board. But what is not ready now is the screen. Okay, so we've literally got to take everything off up to the metal, which is the actual LCD screen. So this is going to be fun. So the metal is right down here. We've got to take all that off. Yikes. There's several layers here. I don't know if it'd be worth trying to do it in layers. I mean, I can literally pull this bit off. This looks like. Okay, so this bit just comes straight off. I mean, wow, look at the screen underneath that. That looks really nice. It's a shame we've got to get rid of it. Just literally that layer there. If I can get this in now. Oh, there we go. There we go. In with. And there we go. And there we have an almost pristine screen, except for the few bits that I've dropped down there, which is going to be under the bezel anyway. The next thing, start putting it together. So a friend of mine printed this stuff out. This is printed out by TheKnightTemplar. Now I sanded some of it down a little bit. I haven't sanded all of it down. I should have done, but I kind of ran out of time and I wanted to get on with it. So some of it's sanded down and some of it isn't. I'll probably take it back apart again, but for the purposes of today, we're just going to leave it as is. And I have done it a little bit, so it's not too bad, and it still will look quite nice, I think. So this is our board back. This is now our nice, cleany screen. Let's put the screen in. Now this is quite simple now, because we've only got the one cable to go in, thankfully, and that is this one. There we go. That's it. There we go. Okay, so that goes in there, and that will clip down. Hope that it goes flush. So I'm going to put this cloth down because it's not abrasive, and I don't want to mess up the. Oh, got a hair on there. Don't want to mess up the screen. This is a special actual cloth for not being abrasive, so it should be good. It's got little micro dots on it. Okay, so this is that way around, which is that way around. Good. Okay, let's put some of these pieces in them. So get this in. So this is kind of tricky to do without messing up the screen, I guess. So splonk, it's in. And that is down and fitting nicely. Look at that. That's good. Everything's fitting just right now. All right. So the next bit, these pesky things, which I absolutely loathe. These things. These are such a pain in the bum to put in. Now, if you can't see what they are, these are the shoulder buttons, and they are a pain. I haven't found a good way of doing them yet, and I still don't know which way around they go. And the way to do it, I found, is to hold it. Hold the pin in place. Push the needle up, and then put the thing in. And it's not doing it. Come on. Go in, you git. I think it's that way. I think it's that way. Famous last words. It's probably back to front. We'll see. So this is, which one's this? This is the left one, which is going on the right. Put this in here. Hey, look at that. It works. Okay. I'll try and show you. Circle on the inside. Hold the spring at one end. Get the little rod. Put the rod through, and there you go. And that's kind of how I do it, anyway. It seems to work. Whether or not that's how you're supposed to do it, I don't know, but it seems to work. Okay, so those are in. Now the back. Okay, so next bit, yes, is this. We've got this. We put this on. So this is the battery cover, the inner battery cover, to stop it touching the board. Not that it matters at all if it touches the board, but it gives it a little extra padding between there and there when you put that screw in, which does make a difference and stops you from pulling it too tight. This is volume. That's on and off. That's play. That's volume. So this has got to go this way up. That's all the way there. And it's taped. The thing is about this little thing is it's tapered so that if you do it correctly, you don't break the bloody switch. But I mean, you can do quite easily. It's just one of those things. And this obviously goes in here this way round. She said famous last words, and we're going to have it down the bottom. So down the bottom and to the right. How is this going to work? I don't know. Wish me luck. Here we go. Oh God. I'm shaking. Go together, come on. Ah, oh, fail. There's got to be an easy way to do this, and I don't know what it is. We'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. So the easy way might be just to put a little bit of tape on the outside of these to keep them in space. Tempted to do that. We'll see. We'll give it one more go and see if we can get it. I think this lot might stay in as it is. It's looking like it might. Damn it, if I get it in the right spot, it might. That switch has fallen out again. Oh! Okay, time to put the screws in. Done. Nice! This will have a nice white bezel to match the nice white and black theme that we've got. Okay. Screen needs a wipe. Okay. Here we go. Gameboy Macro, and the moment of truth. Is it going to turn on? Yay! It turns on. Okay, so we know it. We know it works now, which is awesome. We know it works. There we go. Ding ding. That's really, really cool. It gets started up and everything. There we go. Very nice. But what we don't know yet, we don't know if it's going to work with a game. So let's have a look and see if it works with a game. So turn it off and put the game in. There we go. We got good old Tom and Jerry, because I like a bit of Tom and Jerry. This one's a very good game that not many people have seen or played. Oh, there we go. Working. Fantastic. We got some staggering there on the video. I do apologise, but here we go. Okie dokie. And select English. Here we go. Licensed by Nintendo. Brilliant, this is. Very, very good. So yeah, as you can see, all working. Brilliant. Tom and Jerry! And all the buttons work as well. I have tested them and they work better than they did previously, which is very, very good. So we cleaned those as well. The shoulder buttons working good as gold. Yeah, it looks really good. We need a little bit of rubbing down still on the back. It's not quite finished. Maybe a little bit on the front as well. So I might take it apart and do a little bit more sanding and stuff. Definitely a bit on the edge there. But it works quite well and it feels pretty good. It feels solid. It looks like a finished unit as well. I like it. I like it. In the future, we're going to make some more with a bit more customization to them, maybe. Some extra speakers, a little bit more raised edge there to give it that original kind of look as well. But we'll see how we go. But this has been a bit of an experience. It's been pretty good. I like the look of it on the black and white as well. That's nice. Anyway, so there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. That's the Gameboy Macro. We finally got it done. Hope to do more customizations for this in the future. Not this particular one, but other ones. Other macros and Game Boys and all sorts of things. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the ding-a-ling, as it really helps the channel on its way to getting monetized, which is where we're going, hopefully. So anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Ta-ra!